C'est vrai, je suis un peu perdu. Pas très grave. Bientôt les vacances. Faire du bien. Bon. Bonsoir YouTube. On est parti sur Disco Elysium. Ça fait une semaine qu'on n'a pas joué. T'as bien transpiré? Ouais, j'ai des courbatures partout et surtout au mollet. Au mollet gauche. Horrible. Mon mollet gauche, il arrive plus à bouger là. J'espère que t'es content de le savoir YouTube. Et bah c'est parti. On est parti sur Disco. Bistopex, bienvenue à toi. Incroyable. Attends, t'as changé le pseudo ou tu viens d'arriver? C'est la première fois que tu viens sur le live. Dis-moi tout. Parce que quelqu'un qui vient la première fois sur mon live... Ah, il n'y a pas les commandes FC, je sais pas comment ça marche. Pourtant j'ai un bot, mais je sais plus comment ça marche ces commandes-là. Et oui, parce que ça m'aurait étonné sur Disco Elysium, alors je viens juste de lancer le live. Shadow Gaming! Ah, mais ça fait super longtemps! 1 milliard d'années que t'es pas venu. Et là tu viens sur Disco Elysium. Ok. C'est la preuve que t'as envie, c'est vrai, c'est vrai. Bon, raconte-moi tout, comment ça va, la forme? Bon bah, je vais te faire un petit résumé, de toute façon on va faire un petit résumé tranquille, même moi faut que je me remette en tête là où on était, qu'est-ce qui se passait, tout ça. Oui, c'est vrai! On avait fait la première journée sur Disco Elysium, on était chez nous, enfin dans l'appart qu'on louait. On avait mis un point en empathie, instruments physiques, coordination, visio-tactile, réactivité, affinité, mécanique et projection analytique. On était déjà donc niveau 5. Au niveau des quêtes, on était où? Oh, c'était un bordel. Récupère une chanson triste sur bande. C'est théroïdaire, non. Vous avez la moindre idée de l'endroit où vous êtes, les nains, on vous a encouragé à demander aux autres de vous expliquer le monde dans ce moindre détail si vous essayez de discuter avec une personne fortunée. Ah. Continuez à chercher, peut-être que quelqu'un sait quelque chose. Oui, mon arme, c'est vrai que c'était l'autre prêteur à gage qui... Je l'avais filé, mais j'ai plus de souvenirs et il l'avait refilé à quelqu'un. J'ai jamais l'occasion de venir, ouais, je comprends. Moi, je stream que le soir. Hein. Moi, j'ai pas... Enfin, je bosse la journée, donc... Ou alors je streamerai qu'en week-end, donc c'est compliqué. Et ouais, les horaires du soir, avant d'aller se coucher. Et justement, on se fait une petite, un petit jeu de ces morts, là. Tranquille. Sylvie, en utilisant la radio onde courte de Kim pour lui demander si elle... C'est elle qui a appelé. Quelqu'un a signé la pendaison à la MCR. Qui s'agit peut être... Appelez Sylvie. Sylvie, je pense, c'est la meuf de la... Ok. Tatouage à victime. C'est vrai, faut que je trouve quelqu'un, ça, qui a jeté les vêtements. Qui d'autre a un accès non autorisé à la benne ordure. Trouver ces personnes et découvrir qui a trafiqué la signe, ça prendra peut-être un peu de temps. Ok. Donc ça, c'est wait and see. Trouver l'argent pour payer, connard. Verrouiller après 21 h. Tant que vous n'avez pas d'endroit où vous séjournez gratuitement, vous devez le faire tous les jours. Remplacer la boule perdue. Ah mais je l'ai! Ça je peux aller les voir. Enquête dans la zone commerciale, retournez voir Plaisance et faites-lui part de vos découvertes. Mais je lui avais pas parlé à elle. Je croyais que si. Décrocher de cadavres, il me faut l'aide des vardes clairs. Ok, où est l'armure? Mesque jovial au sujet de l'armure. L'écluse c'est mercredi, là on est mardi je crois. Ouais, Alice avec les... Ouais, très bien. Ok, c'est bon, on se rappelle. 2 heures que je dors. C'est un jeu solo, tout à fait. C'est un RPG. C'était un RPG un peu à l'ancienne. Nous jouons le rôle d'un flic qui enquête sur des meurtres. Enfin, sur un meurtre, un mec qui s'est pendu. Et le jeu est absolument exceptionnel. Mais c'est vrai que c'est un peu à l'ancienne et tout le monde, ça ne plairait pas à tout le monde. On se rappelle de la voisine. Frappé.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it.
Oh. Direct. Project Zomboid, je sais pas. J'y ai pas joué. J'ai pas trop vu, mais j'en ai entendu parler. On rentre.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the in. Still no answer. Still nothing.
On va partir, c'est pas grave. Oh, la musique de jeu aussi incroyable. 7h36, donc on a du temps et le temps va découler au fur et à mesure. Et what the fuck is going on? Ça y était pas au début. Qui veut me parler? On va lui parler tranquille. Hey, comment on va? Il vous fait un petit signe de tête.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Pourquoi nous ont... Ce sont les types de gardes dont nous ont parlé
I
hier.
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Pourquoi leur parler?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire par des chahuteurs?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Ils sont nombreux et si on appelait les renforts?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Okay.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Nous avons un nouveau point. Ça y est, incroyable. Alors on doit mettre une droite à l'autre bâtard là. Vous vous rappelez le mec avec sa théorie néo-nazie, la théorie des races là. Il va falloir que je monte instrument physique. Après, en attendant, on pourrait monter autre chose. Je sais pas trop ce qu'on pourrait monter en vrai. Autorité, c'est pas mal. Coin intérieur, ouais. Encyclopédie, c'est cool, hein. Logique, encyclopédie, rhétorique, c'est dingue. Conceptualisation. Mentir et repérer les mensonges, j'aime bien ça aussi. Ouais, ça marche. Allez, des bisous, mec. Bonne nuit, ouais. Et merci d'être passé, c'est cool. Je comprends, hein, quand on chope ce jeu en cours de route, c'est chaud. Après, tout est sur YouTube, hein, by the way. Si jamais... On sent un petit art dramatique là. On peut se faire aussi rhétorique. Hein. On peut se faire un instrument physique. Hein. Ouais, c'est un instrument physique. De toute façon, il va falloir le monter, c'est sûr et certain. Très bien. Les enregistrements rapides, on se rappelle.
Can I help you?
Concernant ma facture pour cette
20
nuit.
real.
Ouais,
Good.
voilà, ouais.
You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Oui, ben, ça va, calme-toi. Hein. La vieille. Une vieille femme se tourne vers le patron du café.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Le patron du café semble désolé.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Dear. Dites-moi comment je peux faire pour me faire pardonner.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
C'est quoi le problème avec la ligne téléphonique?
The manager was vague about it.
Elle fronce les sourcils.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Pourquoi vouliez-vous passer un coup de
To
fil?
let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Elle baisse les yeux. C'est la première fois que votre mari disparaît?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
Elle regarde par la fenêtre en direction de la baie. Vous me parlez de cette expédition à laquelle participait votre mari? Ouais.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Okay.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Bah, c'est fermé, je crois. Ouais, l'écluse, c'est ça.
Could this be it?
L'écluse qui permettait de rejoindre de l'autre côté ne fonctionnait plus. Il promet encore c'est là-bas.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
C'est probablement juste un problème technique.
Whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Ça marche.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Ouais, je lui dirai, t'inquiète.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Ah, pas de quoi.
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
Ça existe vraiment, les profils de flics?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Flic flingueur?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Ça risque pas de rendre jaloux les autres profils de flics?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine.
Bon,
Don't worry.
ouais.
They'll be super, super fine. It'll
Bon,
be
ben révolte!
Bon, bah, révolte, hein.
prototype from sorry to anything.
Je suis désolé, accepté. Putain, mais c'est à eux d'être désolés.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. let's wrap it up.
C'est quoi les autres profils?
Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Ah mais je suis pas désolé moi.
No you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
Ah mais zéro mon gars.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Ouais c'est ça, ouais, casse-toi.
Can
Bon
I
toi là,
help
c'est
you?
quoi cette histoire de...
Another thing.
Ah,
Great.
une téléphonique
I
là.
love though. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
C'est plutôt étrange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
C'est vrai que c'était un acte
Who
criminel.
told you that?
Je ne dévoilerai jamais mes sources.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
Ouais,
Yes?
d'accord. Très bien. Ouais, ça fait longtemps que je lui ai pas parlé.
Let me handle this.
Dit la femme à la foule rassemblée dans l'eau là, avant de se tourner vers vous.
Detective disorientated.
La
Are you
sourit
still
froidement.
wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
C'est moi, jardinière.
I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Elle croise les bras.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
Elle désigne l'homme à sa droite.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says
Bien
nothing.
vu.
Her glare speaks for her.
C'était à vous que je voulais parler et pas à
What you
Titus.
want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
C'est quoi votre rôle là?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Pourquoi êtes-vous si agressive?
You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Ouais.
Just dock workers. Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Bug le grand gaillard aux larges épaules tout en sirotant sa
So
bière.
ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Pas comme vous les socialistes. Et où trail? Ça marche, ça marche. Bah écoute, tranquille gros, hein. Tranquille, tranquille. Ouais, c'est vrai que les... Pas comme vous, bande de socialistes de mes deux.
sober, do your job, ask your questions, and get the hell out of Martinez.
Ok, ouais. Bon, elle m'a saoulé, elle. Jean-Michel m'a saoulé. Des photos d'hommes en salopette avec des armes et des affiches du syndicat. C'est un bol rempli de crachats empestant le tabac.
This is where you say your bit.
Un homme à la carrure imposante vous désigne avec sa canette de bière.
Detective.
Le lieutenant vous adresse un signe de tête entendu. Il vous l'a géré. Rien à dire pour le moment.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
Ouais, on va faire le fou.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Le type chétif regarde ses comparses d'un air incrédule.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
Le lieutenant se tourne vers l'orme aux larges épaules en bout de table. Il faut qu'on parle de votre comportement.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick
Un jeu à gratter,
cops.
bien joué.
Real big dick cops. Look at them, reckless, swinging in the wind.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
Dit-il à un songeur.
Yeah, gave him real nice big dick.
Yeah.
Reprend-il.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Ouais, mais calmez-vous là.
At first, connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scrutez la pièce.
Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian, in his late 30s, early 40s, and then standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars. A little the emblem on his vest says Rowan Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint on his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Et le petit type.
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Il en manque un ou la drôle de semelle.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
J'ai découvert 8 paires d'empreintes de pas. Il m'en est que 7. Où est le 8e
What are
Hardy?
you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
Il vous jauge.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Il secoue la tête.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Bah ouais, peut-être.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
Il désigne Kim.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Le type pendu dans la cour, c'est votre œuvre?
So, you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. Stinks like shit, too.
They couldn't get him down, boss. He's still up there, stinking up the place.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Pourquoi y a-t-il vos empreintes de bottes partout sur les lieux du crime? Les souhaits de ces bottes de travail, pointure 46, coquin acier sur les orteils.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him. By the... Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
Ça sent tourloupe un peu.
These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Qui donne les ordres cette nuit-là?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
L'ombre d'un sourire passe sa lèvre tandis qu'elle incline la
A
tête.
trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
C'est qui le patron ici, là?
Who do you fucking think does?
Il me paraît davantage amusé qu'agacé. Celui-ci mardi, celui qui s'est baptisé, celui avec la grosse paire de baloches.
Titus, no one was thinking
that there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him.
No, no, no. Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right. Fucking here.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. That's all.
Et quand cette monstrueuse pendaison a-t-elle eu lieu?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
Dit la médiatrice en se tournant vers Titus pour le lui rappeler.
No, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Depuis combien de temps qu'on a sauvé la victime?
We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Peau de vache de chez Pine, c'est qui ça?
By the Pines
Ça
Cow,
marche, des bisous, Eddie.
representative for Wild Pines, the shipping company you are striking against.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
Il faudra que le matin faisait mine de réfléchir.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
Elle se tourne vers vous.
Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Pourquoi vous tuez?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Donc c'est un mercenaire?
And he stepped out alive.
Répète-t-il, la mâchoire serrée comme
What
un
kind
étau.
of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Pas si vite, comment vous savez qu'il était dans les forces spéciales?
Because one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
C'est vrai ça. D'accord, mais qu'est-ce qu'il a fait de mal au juste?
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Il essuie sa salive de sa
From
bouche.
rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
C'est vrai.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Le temps essaye de trouver une solution logique, de trouver une logique à ce torrent d'informations.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Il secoue la tête incrédule. C'est la même fille qui l'a agressé sexuellement, violé comme vous dites.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation.
C'est pas faux.
Make them talk about it.
D'accord, mais dans ce cas, il l'a violé qui? C'est une grave comme accusation, non?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Elle est simplement tué comme ça, sans aucun remords.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Dans sa bouche, ça sent pire que la mort. Ce qu'on fait, c'est différent. On fait respecter la loi. Vous tuez des gens quand ça vous
But you
chante.
see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed. that this man had to die.
Comment l'avez-vous
We
tué?
hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Ça c'est vrai. On va poser la question avant.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Oui, exactement, et vous réussissez à prendre le dessus sur
Weren't
lui.
you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
72%, on y croit!
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Avant tout, lequel c'est le plus garé sur sang-froid?
who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Et qui craque sous la pression? Celui-ci, il sue à grosses gouttes et a du mal à respirer. Jusqu'à présent, il a astucieusement évincé de la conversation. C'est le maillon faible de la chaîne, assurément. Et vous, vous avez du mal à respirer?
No.
Il lève les yeux surpris, le front ruisselant sur heure. Quelques mèches bouclées dépassent son épais chapeau en lainage.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
L'homme à côté, Hugo éclate de rire.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy.
Ouais.
Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
J'ai bien d'autres questions au sujet du lynchage.
Like what, copper?
On va
Your
conclure.
investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Le lieutenant referme son
Done
calepin.
this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
On va le faire preuve d'autorité, on va même pas essayer. Et on va s'arrêter là. Le Jackie là, il va falloir le choper à un moment donné. Jackie va falloir le choper quand on pourra. En tout cas, on a bien avancé sur pas mal de choses. Là, je vais retourner à la bagnole de police. En fait, il y a 15 trucs que j'aimerais faire. Déjà à la bagnole de police.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Pourquoi je pense... Est-ce que je pense à ça?
Important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
C'est vrai.
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, The Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Elle risque pas de partir autant au premier virage.
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
Cette discussion technique me fait du bien
Due to
l'ego.
a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
Cette machine est vraiment envoyée à une locomotion plus loco qu'autre chose.
You want to take a closer look?
Elle embarque quoi dans le moteur?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Un V12 7 litres?
7.2. Supercharged.
Attends, essayer de réprimer un sourire suffisant, sans succès. Eh bien, cette machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Vous avez pensé à changer les phares pour les phares à l'hélium?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Si jamais on arrive à résoudre cette affaire, peut-être qu'on pourrait faire ça ensemble, non?
Maybe. Yes,
Répond avec un
definitely,
sourire
maybe.
gêné.
And means no. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Vous avez des nouvelles de la PIC
Yes.
Nuantieri?
The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la clé in 42.
Bétoncourt!
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Vous savez comment elle s'appelle maintenant?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Une armure comme celle-ci a certainement dû être personnalisée aux mensurations de son porteur. Elle doit bien avoir des traces de la personne qui l'a commandée.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Oui, s'il vous plaît, il est impératif qu'on sache à qui appartenait.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Ok. Vous avez des infos sur les propriétaires des bottes cuirassées?
Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions?
J'ai besoin que vous me mettiez en relation avec une civile, une certaine Sylvie. Elle a peut-être signé un meurtre.
Of course. What is your number, officer?
Kimgard, vous avez pas filé le numéro de Sylvie?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Une voix féminine vous répond à travers la friture de la ligne. C'est comme si elle se trouvait des années-lumière de vous. Bonjour, c'est la police. Non, on va essayer de jouer le contact un peu. Sylvie, on s'est déjà rencontrés, il me semble. C'est moi le détective de Wearing His Rags.
Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Vous avez démissionné.
Enfin, le yo-yo
Incroyable! Merci énormément, Yana! Kiri sub 70 mois la vidéo à chargeant, mais putain, c'est beau! Tant de pognon! Comment va, Way? La forme? Vous avez démissionné de votre emploi?
Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Oh. Ouais, ça va tranquille. Là. Dimanche soir, là, ça y est. On joue à ce jeu de ses morts. Ouais. Vous êtes parti à cause de Yart?
What? No, why would you even think that?
Il m'a dit que vous avez invité à sortir avec lui et vous en train de dire que ce n'est pas... que ça ne s'est pas fait?
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Vous n'avez pas vu mon insigne?
I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Comment avez-vous appris que j'ai été policier?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody.
Ah bon?
And so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
Si, j'espère que vous l'avez pas vu quelque part.
Oh, no. I haven't, sorry.
Reprise du boulot là? Nice!
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way.
Nice.
Where's yours?
T'es dans quoi là? T'as pas encore changé depuis? Ah bah oui, moi, oui, c'est sûr que je rattaque demain. Mais dernière semaine là, après un mois de vacances. Donc tranquille. Tu me demandes ouais, bah oui. Non, pas mon uniforme!
Yes, you absolutely should.
Oh non.
It's awful that you lost it.
Vous avez pas vu mon pistolet?
No, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective.
Oh putain. Oh, j'étais vraiment une raclure de bidet avant quoi. Hein.
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Ah ouais, coup dur. Je ne veux pas savoir ce qui s'est passé.
Anything else?
Et vous, ma tenue?
Uniform. I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Est-ce que vous avez appelé la police?
No, not me.
Pourquoi n'avez-vous pas appelé la présidente dans ce cas ne vous dérangez pas?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
Qu'est-ce que le syndicat a à voir avec tout ça?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire par là?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
La loi ici, c'est moi. 2 jours, jeudi et vendredi? Ok. Ah, nice. Nice. T'as eu capsi, quoi. Ouais, j'aimerais bien savoir.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Qui
Push
les
her
autres?
further. Show her the error of her ways.
C'est vrai. Ouais, c'est qui les autres?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Non mais quel genre
You don't
d'histoire?
live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
Donc vous avez ignoré la loi pour sauver votre peau?
I didn't know I had to report
C'est méchant.
it.
I thought someone would take him down
Oh,
eventually.
sa voix se brise. C'est pas grave, ça arrive.
I know. It's just...
C'est vous qui a passé cet appel?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Ah ouais? Oh putain.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Question suivante. Est-ce que vous savez comment un paperasse a fini dans la benne à ordures de l'Arménie?
You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet
C'est
and
vraiment sympa,
retrieved the
nice.
paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
C'est vrai.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
Oh, elle a l'air trop gentille à Sylvie là. Ça vous dira de prendre café un de ces cas?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, coup dur, non.
That came so fast, you can't but wonder what else she would be good at.
Quoi pourrait t'aider?
Baseball, ring a bell quiz shows, catching keys in the air, petting an angry cat.
Merci.
So, please don't call me again. Bye.
Ok, je peux faire ça. On teste le jet!
Yes.
Yes!
You've obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Attends, avant de partir, vous êtes en colère contre moi, pas vrai? Dites-moi ce que j'ai fait, je n'arrive pas à me souvenir de quoi que ce soit.
Mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the SCUA thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
C'est quoi le SQA? Quel truc? Dire que je vous ai donné envie de démissionner.
Obviously, you were the worst client I've ever seen, and I have seen so many assholes in this place.
Oh.
I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Non, mais c'est bon.
I bet.
Pourtant, j'en ai parlé à Garth, il m'a semblé qu'il se croyait responsable de votre démission.
Really? No. This is absolutely not true. I like Garth. I really do.
Il n'a pas été trop loin quand il vous a proposé de sortir.
I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone call.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
Tu peux lui faire la commission?
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Y'a pas de problème.
Hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Écoute, je suis plutôt pas mal là.
In the cabin, you see.
Oh là 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 là. Ok, bon. On ira voir regarde tout à l'heure. Là, on va aller voir Pétankman là. Oui, ils sont là. C'est qui lui?
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Vous pouvez me dire quelque chose à propos de ce fusil? Ah non, la boule là-bas.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Vraiment navré, j'ai rien trouvé mieux.
Huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine.
Bon, ben révolte.
Ah bon, bah révolte, hein. Et yo, Dahu. Incroyable, la Dahu. Comment on va? La forme... Pouvez-vous me dire quelque chose à propos de ce fusil?
4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate. unreliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
Au sous-sol, hein,
I'm not
librairie.
surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle,
Ah mais toi aussi t'es en vacances là, ce fin de semaine pro?
these BM446s are an
T'es un
antique.
team en vacances
No
la
one
semaine
uses
pro
them
quoi.
anymore. The
Ah, je
ammunition is
respecte.
impossible to find.
On est là. Gna gna gna. Ouais, ouais, ouais. J'ai vu la statue de Philippe III.
Ah yes, King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Ouais.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
Bon, ben révolte!
Bon bah révolte hein. Hey yo Mehdi, incroyable. Incroyable Mehdi. Toi aussi en vacances fin de semaine pro ou pas? Comment devrait dire un roi légitime?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Je pense qu'Yasef doit faire passer l'intérêt de son peuple en l'ancien.
Nation is only as strong as its leader. That's
C'est
why
vrai.
it was such madness to try to.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
Il y a un présent un peu de lassitude dans sa voix à force d'entendre sans cesse la même
The
diatribe.
carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Right.
Merci, merci Jean-Mich. Bon, ça c'est fait. Putain, on a un nouveau point. « 4 jours des vraies vacances. Ah, ça c'est beau ça. Ça y est, on refile les marmots là. Chut, ça dégage. Ah, mais oui, il faut bien de temps en temps. Ah, et puis ça fait plaisir. Ça fait plaisir aux grands-parents, ils sont toujours contents. On met un point dans quoi là? Rhétorique ou art dramatique là? J'hésitais un peu avec les deux. J'aime bien art dramatique en vrai. C'est un peu mentir pour prêcher, prêcher le faux pour avoir le vrai. Puis c'est toujours bien d'avoir un petit peu, de repérer un peu quand les gens ils nous mythos là. Ok, ok, j'avais pas fini de parler, mais c'est elle? Ça a rien à voir. Ouvrière. S'apercevait une femme robuste en train de marmonner. Elle semble occupée à feuilleter les livres. Bonjour.
Hello?
Elle hoche la tête, concentrée sur la lecture.
No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Une ouvrière, ça devrait pas être en train de travailler?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phénoménal.
It is.
Je suis
I know
policier.
you are.
Très bien alors.
Mhm.
Vous besoin d'aide d'un
What with?
policier? C'est force de se concentrer sur présentoir un livre.
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Peut-être que votre mari a disparu?
My husband? No, he's not.
Alors peut-il être?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Oh!
Where is this going, officer?
Donc ce que j'entends, c'est que vous ne savez pas vraiment où se trouve votre mari.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Vous n'aimeriez pas le savoir?
No.
Elle plante son regard dans le vôtre, elle tape nerveusement du pied droit. Le mec, comme il t'embrouille en mode... Mais vous savez pas où est votre mari là? Bah non, pas là tout de suite là. Mais du coup vous avez besoin d'un flic, non? Pour retrouver votre mari? Le mec il est en train de squatter quoi. Au secours. Ah, ça fait plaisir à tout le monde, ouais, c'est nice. Elle n'a peut-être pas disparu en effet. En vrai, ça peut être trop marrant.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
Peut-être que vos enfants ont disparu.
No, absolutely not.
Ces mots fusent comme des balles de fusil. Non, mais on va arrêter de jouer au con parce que... Peut-être que votre cacatoès...
I don't mean to
Cacatoès?
disrespect,
C'est
sir,
quoi ça?
but you are being a bit of a cockatoo.
For what it's worth, I agree. But
Mhm.
cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Comment ça, c'est moi?
Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should.
Une
What
femme
if the
battue?
cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Ah mais c'est un oiseau. Oui, c'est vrai que c'est un oiseau. Ça me disait quelque chose, je crois. Non, non, mais c'est bon.
Please, let's do.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough.
De voir son mari retrouvé.
Seems
Non.
like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
Bon. Allez,
You
tirgue.
step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small movement beneath your hands.
Je vais
as
m'en
you
prendre
shut
une.
your eyes.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby. She steps back and returns her attention to books, pretending this hug didn't happen. The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Putain, mais what the fuck, quoi. Elle, je devais lui parler d'un truc, il me semble.
And well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
Le sarcophage noir.
Yes, yes. How what?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
C'est vrai, c'est vrai, c'est vrai. C'était un vrai charnier d'entreprise en faillite, aspirant énergie vitale depuis sa
I
librairie.
knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
Elle secoue la tête.
What else did you find? Did anything survive? No,
j-
of course not. Have you located the entity?
J'ai discuté avec l'entité dont vous m'avez parlé, elle s'appelle Néa et c'est une fabricante de défantées.
Dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Hein? Non, j'ai ressenti son aura, elle est pas du tout responsable de cette malédiction.
If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Elle semble perplexe.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Bon, la mytho. La source se situe dans la boutique du taxidermiste. C'est frotté à des arts bien plus sombres que la taxidermie, a libéré les esprits de l'abysse dans son magasin.
How horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
Oui, j'ai accompli les anciens rites des seigneurs moldaves qui impliquent d'enrouler des statuettes dans du jambon, hein, un soir de pleine lune, la fameuse. Et grâce à ça, oui, j'ai réussi à Délugubrisé.
I trust my Seminole's wards and charms kept you safe while you perform the ancient rites. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still, thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
Ah, ça me fait plaisir.
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything.
All right then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to our ordinary lives?
Ok, bon, ça on s'en tamponne un peu. Très bien. Donc, maintenant, parce que là il est 10h. Parlez à la garde. Si vous avez demandé par la garde pour lui dire ce qu'est. Ouais, donc ça ok. Démontez votre autorité à Circus Hardy. Ouais, ça va être chaud. Trouvez Morel, le cryptozoologue. Vous avez dit à Lena que Morel n'est toujours pas revenu à cause de l'écluse cassée. Effectuez des recherches. Après, ouais. Ça c'est demain. Continuez à chercher la personne qui a appelé. En l'absence des pistes évidentes. C'est chaud. Faut que j'aille voir les bouffes là. Lui c'était Jean-Michel Connard. C'était lui là qu'il fallait que j'interroge, non?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Kuno m'a dit que tu devais savoir pour l'armure.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
Sa
To get me
promesse.
into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Okay.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Qu'as-tu appris pendant ton enquête sur
I
cette
learned
armure?
that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Quel
I
genre
did
de
some
truc
research
technique?
into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Les gens bien?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Ah bon? Ouais, on va essayer d'en trouver une.
Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Donc Kuno nous a utilisé pourquoi? Pour te faire peur?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Il envisage de prendre une gorgée de sa
He
flasque.
thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Merci de
No
ta
problem.
coopération.
If you see that kid, Thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Malgré ce que je viens de dire, je suis un travailleur comme vous tous.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you, then back at the card, then at you again.
Jean-Michel Conner.
But that's not you, officer.
He can't know that. Maybe you're just younger on the photo.
C'est une vieille photo.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago John?
Oui.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card?
Je l'ai piqué pendant sa
John's
sieste.
been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card?
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
J'ai bien peur que non, cette carte fait partie des preuves de mon enquête.
Oh, is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew?
On va aller voir l'autre con là.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Bah, toi, je vais le dire quoi? Allez, jouer pas au con avec un frère de cœur.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your...
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Bah, toi, je vais dire quoi?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Fais un geste vers le camionneur qui se trouve en bas de la rue.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Ouais.
True. That is a noble idea. But you got a hard noggin yourself. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
On va essayer ça. Je veux dire, cette mâchoire a clairement un stigmate atavique.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Ok.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
Pensez quoi de tout ça qui
this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
Notre raciste porte-bonheur.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Pourquoi ne faites-vous donc pas partie de la bande hardie?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called hardy boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Qu'est-ce que vous avez contre eux?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
De qui parlez-vous?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
Et le temps prend une note rapide. C'est trop bien ça. Revoyons encore une fois ce rôle de... Non, non. Bon, ça c'est niette. Ah, donc on a une idée sur la dernière Hardy là. Un petit peu, même si ça nous aide pas plus que ça.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Vous avez pas une astuce pour être KO un gars d'un coup de poing, disons un grand théoricien des races qui protège un bouton?
Before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say. He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Mesh head first. Return if you fail.
En vrai, j'ai 58% de chance, c'est ce qu'on tente pas là. On tente, on se dit YOLO. Sur les cartes, je suis là. J'ai visité tout ça et là c'est bouché, je me rappelle plus où. Ouais, j'ai pas trop envie de le faire en save and load, mais au pire il met une tartine, je perds un point de vie et après il me donne des conseils. Ouais, si j'ai monté mon affinité physique, c'est pour ce moment quoi.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Boxage. Bah, petite droite là. Bouya. Bouya. Alors.
Just like that.
Voilà. La carotide là, direct, tac. Qu'est-ce qui se passe là? Je vais te montrer moi ta théorie des races là.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
C'est sa garde avec un crochet droit. Complètement. Ah ouais?
Oh God, wrong move. Your head is in his hands, like a pair of forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
Ouais, on va le dire. Ouais.
Is unbearable. This is causing some serious damage to whatever precious, gelatinous thing is inside there. Your sight turns red.
You are a poor player of physical chess.
Ah, psychologiquement dur quoi.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have... I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
C'est vrai. Je risque de l'attaquer à nouveau.
The lieutenant groaned.
Ah, désolé frérot. GG pelle droite. Ah, on a tout tenté là. On a frappé la carotide mais après...
Nice aggression. Not bad advice actually.
Ne laissez pas le patron vous là, la prochaine fois vous avez pas besoin d'être aussi près de lui, laissez-vous de l'espace pour manœuvrer. C'est pas un mauvais conseil en fait.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Ok, donc en fait je vais mettre le coup de pied retourné 360 là, notre scope. C'est un peu bizarre non comme histoire là.
The unpromising raised pupil returns.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk.
La pression sur le train devient insupportable.
I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Bah te foutre. Bon. Ok, bon, c'est pas grave. Bon, j'avoue, on a lose, c'était serré. Mais là, là, tout joue, là. Ouais, non, mais tiens, prends ça dans le car. Oh, direct, le jeu sous polais. Les jets de dés sont pas avec moi, quoi. On joue quand ensemble? C'est une bonne question. En vrai, soon, non? On peut se faire ça soon, hein? Comme j'ai dit, j'ai commandé d'ailleurs ma 4070 là. Donc bientôt 4070 et tout, et ça va m'aider un peu à faire plein de trucs. Et un showdown, au moins j'aurai un peu plus de 80 FPS. Puis ce sera mieux sur le stream. Reculer et effectuer un petit coup de pied 360 là. Bouya! Oh aïe 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 aïe, l'aplatissage.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Ah, Disco Inferno!
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
Ouais, c'est ça.
No
Ouais.
one is the new measurehead.
Poule de jauge caboche.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
D'où vient-elle?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Ça existe vraiment ça?
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Ah, c'est vrai que je suis un peu une merde quand même. Tu as un prix correct, 650, ouais. Honnêtement, très très bien. Sur les nouvelles gènes et tout, bah elles sont sorties là le 12 ou le 13. J'ai vu qu'elles étaient déjà en rupture. Mais je savais que c'était les premières cartes graphes qui allaient sortir à des prix abordables, entre guillemets, même si c'est quand même cher. Mais ça reste moins cher que la majorité des cartes qui sont plus à 1000 €. Donc ça va. Au niveau des perfs, c'est exactement ce qu'il me fallait, etc. Et l'avantage, c'est comme j'ai dit, ça supporte le AV1, etc. Donc, vu que c'est un peu bah, les futures technologies de stream, c'est cool. Ouais. Et du coup, bah, j'ai bien envie de faire du Elden Ring à un moment là. Dès que je la recevrai et tout, je pense que je ferai du Elden Ring en live. Après, j'ai jamais joué à un ID Software de ma vie, hein. Donc ça va être la souffrance, hein. Après, je pense on jouera en facile ou un truc comme ça. Le jeu a l'air cool, mais... Ouais, c'est clair. Non, mais je suis une merde.
Yeah, a cool trash superstar.
J'aime trop la voix intérieure quand même. Elle essaie tellement de t'enfler à 24.
Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Allez, ça tourne, hein.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
J'ai eu une superstar unique. -2 logique. Avant tout, mettons un point sur les personnes qui vous considèrent comme une vraie superstar des groupies et de la coco. Hurlé par l'hépatite C et qui tape la pause avec son micro. Vous n'êtes ni Guillaume le Million, ni David Lewis. C'est sûr, vous êtes une superstar métaphorique. Vous apportez votre passion, votre intensité, rock'n'roll, machin. Oh là là. Mais intérioriser des trucs aussi, je comprends pas comment déverrouiller ça. Ah mais c'est vrai qu'il me faut des points de talent. Ah non mais... Après, il y a des trucs que je peux désintérioriser. Genre ça, après c'est plus de volonté quand même. Perception, le seuil d'apprentissage passe à 5. Je sais pas ce que c'est. La vitesse octroie un psy. Fonction des zooms améliorée de 20% motricité, tous les seuils d'apprentissage augmentent de 1. Je sais pas ce que c'est les seuils d'apprentissage. Moins Dieu, clair-obscur. Clair-obscur. C'est hors de question. Bon, c'est le Delbord. Et ben, du coup, ils vont être contents, bah non? Même lui, là. Si je lui parle à lui. Mais ouais, du coup, ça va être marrant, Elden Ring. Desperado volant, c'est quoi? Ou c'est qui?
Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steppes.
Ah, arrête, c'était rien.
So, what's on your mind this time?
Pour dire ça, oui, bah je sais que c'est un jeu difficile, mais...
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Ah mais ça m'a rien fait avancer avec eux. Je peux lui reparler, mais il va être content. Il va pas être content, non?
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamique.
Je vous ai assommé comme un dieu des arts martiaux.
I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered a little.
Mais j'ai appuyé sur le bouton, ça a servi à quoi là? Je comprends pas bien. Ah mais c'est accéder à ça? Incroyable, il se passe des dingues. En des prospectifs, je vous disais, chaque travailleur membre du conseil. Machine écrite à des oui. Modèle écrit à l'arrière. Des prospectus, vous apercevez un logo du syndicat, réclamez votre démocratie. Portez verrouillé, impossible d'ouvrir de ce côté sans badge. Très bien.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change." The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
C'est votre mémoire insuelle composée un numéro au hasard.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still call.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you? Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
Vous connaissez?
No.
Je veux dire, qu'est-ce que ça représente cet endroit pour moi?
I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Pourquoi je vous ai
Maybe
appelé?
you call to extend your rental period. Do you need to extend your rental period?
Je connais même pas mon nom.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
Très bien.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting.
Ah merde, non, je voulais pas y aller tout de suite. On rentre. J'ai pas fini de fouiller là. Il se passe des dingues, il se passe des dingues. Livre un bref regard sur l'inframatérialisme. Aïouille aïouille, c'est vrai qu'on a un inventaire aussi, ça fait 20 ans que j'ai pas regardé.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Il y a quelque chose d'intéressant.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Material and the same. You already went through all of these.
Allez.
Look how blurry all the lines in these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Est-ce que je peux vraiment me concentrer, ne me concentrant pas?
You're a police officer,
non, les jets ratés, bah c'est tout le but, ouais. Je comprends, ça va dépendre des jets en fait.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? Good. This is probably not relevant to our case anyway. After all, we're not in
Whatever's hidden is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Et Kim, c'est une note avec une liste de choses à faire pour Everart.
Everart Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood? Remember, Leo, all items on the list, the drawer slide.
Ouais, c'est bizarre, mais c'est pas elle la 8ème là. Ça a l'air d'être un peu dans le délire. Donc ouais, du coup, ça dépend un peu des jets ratés. Bah par exemple, quand c'est pour boxer le mec, c'est sûr que si je rate, bah, je l'ai dans le fion quoi. Elysium, c'est très bien. Quoi? Mais dire que j'avais mes super lunettes de soleil? Il est où mon inventaire? Il est là. Oh, attendez, j'ai 20 000 trucs. Plus 1 cours intérieur, moins 1 perception. Moins 1 art dramatique, plus 1 projection analytique. J'aime bien les deux. Qu'est-ce qu'on en pense? Oh, c'est classe. Les deux sont perf, hein. Badge, figurine, on s'en fout. J'ai une nouvelle carte postale. Ouais, on s'en fout. Interagir.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friso. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Feuilleter le journal.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
C'est quoi
Kunst? But gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as C. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. This so-called artist spotlight is really just the actual article is surprisingly light on details. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll. You think you're settling in. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Mon Dieu.
And that precisely is what's problem. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Ouais, Kim, PTDR.
Can this article read your mind?
Non, je pense pas.
There you have it. No reason to get hung up on the pretentious rambling. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Oh, franchement, on y va très vite, hein.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics,
what do you
You flip back to the front.
This section,
Whoa. Bear with me. Flip back to that.
Oh non, mais non.
Apparently, you flip back to the unsurprised. You skip. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Ouais, tous main dans la main.
To these editorials, you flip back to the front.
Ouais, bon, sans balèque, hein. Ouais, non, mais là, je me suis fait brasser, là. Je l'ai senti. Est-ce que vous aussi vous l'avez senti? Parce que moi je l'ai bien senti. Ah mais je m'en branle le téléphone. Ok. Cassons-nous. Hein. Oh putain, mais c'est ma veste!
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Oh, des barres. Oh. Ça paie comme jamais. Attendez, ce chemin là, je l'ai jamais vu. Ah mais non, mais c'est de l'autre côté ça. Ah oui, on peut aller là maintenant. Oh putain, il va se passer des trucs.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads
C'est clair.
Rene Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Ah, on va jeter un œil.
You must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty.
Why did you take that picture of René?
Je vais interroger, je suis flic, je prépare un collège photo artistique.
Of course you are. What murder investigation would be complete without an arbitrary photo collage?
Voilà, on est d'accord. Mais on va descendre de l'autre côté.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Allez, opaque. Oh, ça va la descendre. Ça va me servir à quoi, ça? C'est un peu branlant le truc, hein.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Son objectif, c'est-à-dire?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
C'est vrai.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at...
Oh, de l'argent! S'apercevant un logo industriel effacé sur la plateforme Svalund.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Je crois que ce conteneur est pas comme les autres.
Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Il était accroché à la grue?
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with the cargo container.
But
we are
no.
not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Frappe à la
No
porte.
reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Ouvrir.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Ah mais alors là, la
The
mécanique.
lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuader la porte de s'ouvrir. Oh, j'ai le seum. Et du pognon. Par ailleurs silencieux, personne ne travaille. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça, cette caisse là? L'odeur persistante du pétrole et de rouille provient du fossé qui vous fait face. On rappelle celle du sang. Oh, des gants. Oh, des gants de poggers. Affinité mécanique, électrochimie. Ah non, mais l'électrochimie, mon cul, ouais. Oh, du pognon. Oh là 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 là. Attendez. Attendez, il se passe des dingues. D'ailleurs, c'est fait sous le poids de la pluie et de la neige, des vagues blanches sur fond rouge.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container.
Tu mets un débardeur blanc, hein.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubi Sunt on Muindi.
Courage pour demain. Yeah. Il est full bouteille, Léo. Ah, lui, il est full bouteille, hein. 100%, hein.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Le petit homme est si concentré sur son travail qu'il ne remarque même pas votre présence. Bonjour.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
McLean. Vous avez dit McLean? Vous avez dit John McLean? C'est quoi le problème entre syndicat et les roufions, là?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Il n'a pas l'air de vouloir attendre votre
Just
réponse.
some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh,
To be?
yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the dreamy world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
Ouais, mais tu me brasses là. Là, je sens que tu vas me brasser là.
All sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites avec les
Oh,
compteurs?
I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Désigne les conteneurs qui s'empilent derrière lui. Oh. J'ai pas envie de faire un jet si faible. On peut peut-être booster notre logique. Sont passés les ouvriers le port est vide. Cependant, j'avoue, il dit et vous dit sur le ton de la confidence.
The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so.
Il s'arrête, mais semble avoir envie de vous en dire plus. Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Sourit tout en se penchant encore plus vers vous.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take
Ah,
some time
voilà, ça c'est intéressant. Mais ils ont fait quoi au juste?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Ah, tu vois, comme quoi tous les noms.
Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Kabaga était-il impliqué?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Confectionner plus de barrières, oui.
Yes, I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
The borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol, however.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire pour apporter la soupe au gaz pour la gamme?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Minute, qui prépare le borscht au whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Avec le borscht alcoolisé, je vais donner mon enquête.
Sure.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le conteneur là-bas?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them.
Told you.
Cherche le chef du syndicat des dockers.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
C'est cool.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Désignez le conteneur sur la droite. Bon, ok, je m'en doutais. Toi ici.
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Petit homme fait lève la main et vous fait un geste de bienvenue.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Il rit de nouveau de bon cœur. Oh, Miss Beaufort! C'est peut-être elle la 8e.
Who is this Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here.
Alors parle-moi en...
Yes, I am.
Dis-moi en plus là sur Beaufort.
She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she...
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Il soupire, reste silencieux, vous regarde avec douceur de ses yeux bleus.
Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
D'accord, la jardinière était donc l'intermédiaire du syndicat.
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too.
Le petit gars lance un de ses sourires désarmants dont il a le secret.
You know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
C'est vrai.
I'm just making some covers for them. Sure, mister. Bye bye now.
On va essayer un truc, c'est de s'équiper avec des trucs de logique. Instruments physiques, art dramatique, conceptualisation, suggestion, perception, esprit de corps, clair-obscur. J'ai rien qui met -1 logique là. -1 mise en scène. Électrochimie. Putain mais j'ai limite envie d'enlever ça. Trimballer en calbar là. Ouais. N'empêche, je suis pas loin de mon niveau. Hein. Bon bah révolte. Hein. Très bien. Café contenu dans les thermogéants et encore tiède. Escape, fait de palette qui monte. Jean-Michel Troduc. Poisson empaillé qui donne l'heure. Très bien. Jean-Mich là. Oh, lui il va brasser aussi là.
A walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
C'est vous qui avez la tête des dockers.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Désigne une minuscule chaise en face de son bureau géant.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
L'homme se détend dans son fauteuil et continue.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Le temps désigne la chaise d'un signe de tête tout en vous regardant.
He has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Pourquoi vous m'appelez Monsieur Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Il lance un clin d'œil rusé. Gardez votre sang-froid, votre sérieux.
How can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Oh, c'est des caisses.
Violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Oh, lui, c'est un enculé, lui, ça se voit. Il désigne un chèque de cérémonie géant sur son bureau.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead.
Oh!
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Attendez, vous connaissez Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least, don't thank him for it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me?
No.
Non, c'est bon.
Cool. I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost
Non mais
gun.
n'importe quoi, putain.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun. Lost. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very
Claire.
worried.
Comment ça que j'ai perdu mon
I
arme?
know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Ah, je suis obligé.
Officer.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
-1, vous avez pris le chèque de cérémonie. +1, vous n'avez pas dit merci. -2, la chaise vous détruit le dos. Putain, je suis deg. Please!
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here?
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Le grand homme claque des doigts en vain. Vous êtes entré dans un état de stupeur.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Se redresser.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Vous voulez m'appeler Monsieur Dubois, pourquoi?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
Mais moi un
I
peu flou,
assure
ouais.
you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is... I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out. I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Le lieutenant inspecte Evart. Par-dessus ses lunettes.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind?
C'est vrai que c'est chelou, hein.
Me and Harry
Après, ça
are
pourrait être
talking
faux
about
aussi.
his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Allez.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau.
Quel
not
salaud,
the
quoi.
RCM. Those Census Bureau
Il
people
est quelle
are
heure?
absolutely
Putain, mais je suis en train de brasser,
You
là.
should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else?
That means he doesn't really know anything about a pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
D'après le bureau du recensement, je m'appelle Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Pourriez nous aider à faire descendre le
You might
cadavre?
have noticed there's one hanging on a tree.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved?
Mr. Clare,
On s'en
the man
branle.
was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder.
C'est vrai.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
J'ai assez tué les empreintes sur la scène du crime, elles appartenaient à des bottes d'ouvriers. C'est
I can
vrai.
certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
Humidifier les lèvres, ses lèvres épaisses, ses
But of
souris.
course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Il décroche le combiné d'un Tokiwoki sur sa droite et appuie sur un bouton.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Pardon, on a perdu.
Your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, Your gun will be found, Harry.
Ok.
Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Mais lui, il pue un peu tout, là. On dirait un vieux mafieux, là, qui gère son réseau, quoi. Fait que tu l'as insulté.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun.
Ouais, c'est plus ça, moi. T'auras aucun chantage sur cette histoire d'arme.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood.
Ouais.
Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves.
Ah mais
Get a hold of
calmez-vous,
yourself, Harry.
calmez-vous.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Je veux parler. Vous pouvez pas. Vous voulez pas savoir comment j'ai réussi à entrer?
Hell, Harry, you spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you
T'as pas de
ask a man
fenêtre,
like
t'es
that
dans un
how we
container,
got
bâtard.
into your container yard?
Vous n'avez pas de fenêtre.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window.
Ah,
I'm
je
in a
préfère.
container.
Je préfère.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed
Ouais,
man.
la pendaison,
of
là.
course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun.
Mais il est vachement intéressé par mon arme.
I
Hein.
mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Je sens qu'il y a un
But
mec.
there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Ouais.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
C'est vrai que c'est un mythomane, hein. Il faisait un peu le fou là, à faire genre il savait notre passé, etc. Pourquoi vous l'ouvrez pas vous-même?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsaroff. No one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Je parie que vous savez rien de cette pendaison.
My dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder.
Oui.
Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your...
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Pensez que je devrais le faire là. Moi j'aime pas trop l'idée hein. J'aime pas trop l'idée parce que c'est vrai que c'est un peu un mytho. Je pense qu'il a mon arme. Mais en même temps est-ce que j'en ai quelque chose à foutre? Est-ce que c'est si important? Enfin ça l'est mais qu'est-ce qui se trouve dans le conteneur de vente de bureau?
There are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Ce conteneur n'est pas comme les autres, il est accroché à la grue.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
À quoi mon arme? Bah c'est une de mes quêtes et je pense que ça fait partie un peu du tout. À mon avis pour résoudre l'enquête c'est important d'avoir mon arme et puis il pourra avoir des trucs après qui pourraient se passer, des dingueries et auxquelles j'aurais besoin de mon arme. Ça me fait chier un peu de bosser pour lui quoi. J'enquête sur la décoration.
Shady brew. There are so many moving parts in my operation. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Bah allez, vas-y, on va l'aider.
Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key.
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving.
Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should wait? You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Il se penche pour ouvrir son tiroir et on sort une carte plastifiée.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Putain, il m'a full brassé le bâtard. Ah, je le déteste quoi, hein. Je le déteste tellement. Bon, très bien, donc j'ai la carte du syndic de merde. Doit être quelque part. Photo d'un couple heureux. Bah, c'est le badge, mais je l'avais déjà, non? Ah, le chèque. J'ai le chèque. Oh là 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 là. La porte du sous-sol derrière la serre dans la cour pour intimider l'occupant. Ah ouais, en plus, il fallait que j'y aille là. C'est de l'autre côté en bas. Ok, et un point. Est-ce qu'on met... On met dans quoi d'ailleurs? J'aime bien un dramatique en vrai. Hein. J'aime bien projection analytique. Mais là, ça nous est pas trop utile. On a déjà plus 6 dessus. Logique, ça me fait chier qu'on ait que 3. D'ailleurs, ça là. Ah, je peux déverrouiller les trucs. Passer à portion après Boogie Street, j'avoue côté du lac, car je l'ai en plein continue le vidéo club qui fait l'angle. Au bout de la rue de l'Épin, petite maison plus grande qu'Humet, 11 machin. Mon habit t'as pu ici. Je sais pas c'est quoi l'intérêt. Oublier. Ah mais une réflexion, ça s'oublie et c'est un point quoi. Attends qu'à faire, autant ouvrir un nouveau slot, non? Moins 2 logique, non mais ça c'est horrible. Hein. Je sais pas, les intériorisations, j'ai l'impression que c'est plus à la baisse qu'autre chose. Bah il y a des trucs qui peuvent être utiles mais... Un point de talent pour l'oublier, ça fait trop chier quoi. En fait, en vigueur, c'est les trucs qui m'intéressent le moins. Si je pouvais rejouer, j'enlèverais les points en vigueur, je mettrais 2 en psyché ou 3 en psyché. Intellect, c'est trop bien. Motricité, c'est cool, mais je mettrais moins aussi. Moi, je mettrais 4 d'intellect, 3 de psyché, 2 de vigueur et 3 de motricité, je pense. Un truc comme ça. Je suis un peu deg de pas pouvoir monter plus que ça mes points là. Bon, après, c'est pas grave, on fera avec. Hein. Intellect, c'est trop cool. J'ai trop envie de paix là, à mort. Est-ce qu'on monte... Qu'est-ce qu'on monte en vrai? On va monter ça, non? Sûr, on monte ça. Très bien. Non, là, je ferai 4, 3, 2, 3, ouais. C'est ça, il y a 4 et 4, 8, et 3, 11, 12. Il y a 12 points. Moins 4, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ah ouais, 3 là. 2 et 3. Ouais, c'est ça que j'avais dit. 4, 3, 2, 3. Ou même 4, 4. 2, 2, tu vois. Un truc comme ça. En fait, c'est pas... motricité, il y a juste un truc, c'est affinité mécanique, je trouve c'est cool. Ça et ça, c'est cool aussi, mais t'as pas besoin d'avoir autant de points, je pense. Moi, c'est comme ça que je l'aurais fait un peu le perso. En fait, le truc avec le psyché, c'est que c'est vraiment cool d'avoir des points de morale. Ta santé, avoir 2 points de vie, c'est important aussi. Donc tu mets 2 points de mort, enfin au moins 2 points de vie. Et là, morale, tu montes à 3, ouais. Parce qu'en vrai, tu vois, tout ce qui est volonté, cours intérieur, empathie, autorité, c'est des points super cool. Même suggestion, c'est cool. Je suis sûr que ça, c'est super stylé. Tout ce qui est intellect, c'est trop bien aussi. Ça, c'est sûr. Vigueur, en fait, c'est les trucs les moins intéressants. À part avoir des points de vie, c'est cool. Après, instruments physiques, électrochimie et tout, c'est emmerdant un peu. Clair-obscur. Très bien. Ah, t'as acheté le jeu? Ouais, en tout cas, si j'ai un conseil, c'est au moins 2 en psyché et 2 en vigueur, tu vois. En fait, l'avantage de ça, c'est que t'as 2 points de vie et 2 points de morale directement dès le début. Et au moins, si tu fais un mauvais jet de dés, ça évite de terminado la game. Moi, vu que j'ai mis 1 point en psyché comme un teubé, le problème, c'est qu'au début, bah, j'avais fait des jets pourris de psyché et du coup, c'est lose, instant lose. Ça, c'était un peu chiant. Après, quand tu commences à découvrir des seringues, là, tu vois, là c'est 2 et là c'est 3. En gros, j'ai des points... Enfin, j'ai des objets, en fait, qui vont me soigner, etc. Donc après, si t'es à 1 point seulement, mais que tu tombes à 0, tu peux cliquer pour on va dire, compenser ça. Mais tout au début, t'as pas le choix, en fait. Tu game over, quoi. Après, ça dépend de ton feeling, en fait. Tu regardes un peu tout ça et qu'est-ce qui t'intéresserait de jouer, en fait. En gros, chaque point, tu vois, va te donner des possibilités différentes et ça, c'est cool. Genre, par exemple, si tu commences à avoir beaucoup d'intellect, tout ce qui est quand tu discutes, etc., bah, tu vois, par exemple, mes trucs d'encyclopédie qui se débloquent en mode, tiens, le mec, il va me parler d'une bagnole et je vais dire, ah ouais, telle bagnole, tel machin, etc. C'est un peu du lore, mais en vrai, c'est cool, moi, je trouve. Et puis, t'as même des interactions sympas avec les gens. L'intellect, j'aime beaucoup. Et puis même la projection analytique et tout, c'est sympa. Et après, ça dépend de quel perso tu veux faire. Hein. En vrai, si tu veux que ça soit un perso plus, tu vois, sur le contact humain et tout, c'est plus dans le psyché, je pense. La vigueur, ouais, c'est un peu le truc... Bon, électrochimie, frisson... un peu chiant. Après, frisson, c'est ok. Clair-obscur, c'est pas mal. Mais les 4 là, je trouve, ils sont pas dingues, quoi. À part cogner des gens, ça sert pas à grand chose. C'est pas forcément le plus intéressant dans un RPG. Et la motricité, c'est sympa quand même. Affinité mécanique et tout, t'as vraiment des bons trucs. Réactivité, coordination visuo-tactile. Même tout ce qui est perception, sang-froid, c'est bien. Putain, j'ai 0 en mise en scène, quoi. Quelle angoisse! Très bien! Midi 47, on a fait la moitié de la journée. Des bisous YouTube. Merci d'avoir été là, merci d'avoir regardé. Petit pouce bleu à la vidéo, ça fait toujours plaisir. La bise, à la prochaine.